Okay, folks. I don't know what happened. Our stream suddenly ended. Uh, so there we go. Right. I don't know what happened there.
I have no idea. Did you send him the new link?
I'm not sure if it's going to. He's having trouble getting on with the power being out. So
Even on probably lives in a bad internet area.
okay.
Yeah, that was
All right. So let's just continue here with some live trading. If he comes back, we'll continue the interview. If not, we'll schedule a follow-up interview for next week or something. So, all right.
Oh.
All right. So what are we at here? Okay. ASA Rocket Labs. Oh, that bounce was great, but those options are pricey. So let me see if that's even. Yeah, those are just horrible options. I bought it right here at $6.50. I had to pay 97 cents, and now now they're 90 by 95 cents. It actually went down. Well, how is that freaking possible? The stock just went up 20 cents, and the options went down 10 cents.
Yeah, I'd sit on the sidelines then.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
Yeah. Did I get back in common shares? I think the common shares are better.
Yeah, especially right now.
Let me see. Yeah, I got back at $6.45. Yeah, I think I'm gonna ring the register on that soon and look at and you know what? I think this one might be the star of the rest of the day. And don't forget ER anticipation run on. Look at Mew. Oh, love it, love it. All right. So I'm going to start wrapping up this Rocket Lab trade, but I'm going to keep a little bit for next week. So what I'll do is this. So we'll go to Rocket Labs. Yeah, I'm going to close out all of the short-term common shares in the trading account. That's out. Going to keep some common shares in my longer-term account into tomorrow. And then in regards to the options, yeah. I'm like really pissed off. I bought the options 20 cents ago and it actually dropped in price. So anyway, I'm still up nicely for the day on the options. So you know what? That doesn't feel right that that's happening. So I think I'm going to exit that as well. Yeah, I'm going to exit that as well. So now I just have, right now I have, from a trade perspective, all I have are TSSI shares and a little bit of TXMP left. TNXP. So that, let me just check TSSI. What price did I get it at this morning? TSSI was $3.27. We're at $3.49. All right, we're looking to bust above 362. Look at the comparative low amount of volume it's taking here for this to get. Did it exceed yesterday's high of day? I think it did. Yeah, we got a new high of day on a very low amount of volume. I think this thing is busting past 362 today. Let me just see if I have room. And yeah, watch Rocket Lab explode after I close out. I just have my swing shares into next week right now. Oh, all right. You know what? We got the CEO of GameSquare back on. So what we're going to do is finish up our questions with him and then have we'll have to edit across 2 videos. We'll figure it out. All right. I'll see you in a bit, right?
Sounds good.
All right. Justin, welcome back.
Thanks for having me. I've had 2 power outages in 2 days out here in Texas, so apologies for that.
Okay, no problem. So we'll have our work cut out for us editing this, but let's actually start just so our editor can have a nice place to do it. We'll just do it right here. All right. So in regards to your long-term goals, your vision for Rocket Lab, you're talking about getting to a $1 billion valuation. In terms of the time frame, a little bit tricky. So if you can just finish up your thoughts on the time frame to get to your goals on a corporate level there.
Yeah. For games, look, we are aggressively pursuing profitability, like I talked about. I think that'll give us a real re-rating. For me, that really is a 3-year horizon, which looks like a bridge to climb currently, given market cap. But again, getting to profitability, macro headwinds, we think we're going to get a real re-rating. So that's really the goal. For me personally, I've continued to buy stock in the open market.
Ooh,
I'm here for the
nice.
I'm here for the long haul. I love what I do. I'm really excited about it, and I very much believe that we are building the preeminent next generation media company, and I'm in this for the long haul.
Awesome. And personally, what is your exit strategy or exit plan, Justin?
I don't have an exit strategy at this stage. I'm really looking to continue to accumulate stock over time. Obviously that being part through performance and really driving shareholder value, but also through buying stock myself in the open market. Again, I've done that consistently since I joined as CEO. I will continue to do that. I very much believe in what we're building. I don't personally have an exit strategy at this point. My goal and my focus is building the biggest gaming media company in the world, and getting to $1 billion and through that valuation.
Awesome. What percent of the stock do you own?
It would be probably about 1.5% at the moment, maybe nearly 2, a little under. About 1.5 to 2%.
All right, great to see you keep buying stock in the open market. That's great. So, all right, last 2 topics I wanted to hit on is so you have these great goals of cutting costs and getting to profitability here by Q4. What's your biggest challenge, your biggest obstacle that might stop you from getting there? And if it's the same question, what has been your biggest challenge in the past couple quarters or since you've come on?
Yeah, I think it is the same question and same answer. I think in some ways it's a blessing, and in some ways it's a curse, right? But most of our challenges and risks really are external. They are macro, and whether it's not just capital markets and the headwinds there that we've talked about, but it's also the brand and ad spend. We've been through a pretty tough cycle there. I think we've navigated it really well. It's probably our biggest risk, right? Is brand budgets going away, and I think one of the big positives is we have direct access to this audience that brands have tried to reach and have tried to reach forever, right? Which is 21 to 31, high disposable income, etc. I think they have been some of our challenges, and they still exist. I would say that we are definitely starting to see those dollars come in. So we really do think that those risks are minimal today and decreasing as we move forward here. I think our team's done a really good job of, while those budgets were minimizing or going away, maintaining really deep brand relationships. And we're starting to see those translate now into dollars that, maybe we thought would hit in, Q4 of 23. They're starting to hit in Q3 of 24. It's taken a little longer, a lot of hand holding, but we are starting to break through and see a lot of dollars being spent in the space.
Great. And by the way, this is ticker symbol GAME. We're talking about GameSquare, acquirer of FaZe Media, FAZE. Last question I have for you, in terms, you got great goals and you're doing well execution wise. It looks like slow and steady progress towards your goals. Is there any kind of positive inflection outside of your, let's say your conservative goals? Is there any 1 or 2 like major deals you're working on or major event that can happen that can all of a sudden cause like either hockey stick growth in terms of revenue or profit?
Yeah, I think we have sort of three main segments. We have SaaS technology, we have our full service agency, and then we have our owned and operated IP. Our SaaS technology business is growing really nicely, high margin, revenue while you sleep, great retention of clients. But really, the area that we're going to get that hockey stick growth is in segment 2 and segment 3. It's in our full service agency business. We recently announced that we've had around $3 million of recent wins with brands like Topgolf, 5 Hour Energy, Dairy Max, and there's a number more in the pipeline. And when you see those announcements, I think the big positive is that reflects real margin growth, which is really important. Segment 3 with FaZe Clan and our owned and operated IP, like the NFL Creator Series, these are opportunities of 7, and if we perform really well, potential 8-figure type opportunities. Some of these deals we're talking about with FaZe Clan, they're really large, they're longer term. That represents a lot of growth, high margin. The NFL Creator Series, I think, is a really exciting one. That's one that, if it goes well this year, where we are launching that Thanksgiving in Dallas, we're doing the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl. But if that goes well, we'll be taking that hopefully to every city next year and every week of the year. So there's a few
That's huge
to look for that I think will represent real growth for us.
Awesome. That's really exciting. And this is the GameSquare daily chart here. You can see earnings were just announced a couple days ago. Market cap, although, is $36 million. Looking for $100 million revenue run rate, revenue by the end of the year, profitability by Q4. Lots of great partnerships. These and anything to do with the NFL, like as I've noted, a lot of interest in that, and it sounds like that does have the potential to leave investors with some hockey stick growth at the right time if things work out. Any final words you want to leave the audience with, Justin?
Yeah, no, look, I think that we're in a really good position from a business standpoint. We've done a lot of work on getting our debt paid out, getting real capital and solidifying our balance sheet with non-dilutive transactions by selling off non-core assets. We're continuing to get really efficient. We're under no illusion that getting to profitability is absolutely key here, and we have a ruthless pursuit of that. So we will get there, and we are aggressively pursuing it, and we feel like we're going to get a real re-rating in market here.
Awesome. Sounds great. If you want to keep in touch with what's going on with GameSquare, you can go to gamesquare.com. You can follow our account at Story Trading. We tweet out any important material events that come out. And with that, we'll see you next time, Justin. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks, Ben. Appreciate it.
Yep. Take care. Bye-bye. We're back. Okay. That was a long delay. I'm like, what is that screen for? That's for YouTube to show the previews on the screen of the next videos to watch. That blank over there. So that was GameSquare, GAME. Wow. Oh, that's the daily chart on TSSI. So yes, I was actually very impressed with that earnings report. Looks like there's a lot going on there, close to an inflection point. I'm not going to give a buy or sell recommendation since GameSquare is a sponsor of Story Trading, but if you're interested, check it out. All right, look at this, ready to explode. I love seeing this tight bid ask, 349 by 350, and this is going to break out momentarily. Yes, momentarily. It could be seconds, it could be minutes, maybe it'll be an hour or so, but this thing's going to bust through this ask. 13,000 shares available at 350, and then we're going to get to our first target of 362 on the way to, we have a $5 price target, guys, on TSSI in the trade card we put out yesterday morning. $5 price target. And by the way, Rhett, did you notice almost everyone came back on so quickly? That was so great to see.
Oh, yes, it was. Man, and this thing with TSSI reminds me of the other day, just like with Palantir, it was at 29 trying to break that 30 level. I'm just sitting there anxious, just watching.
I remember that. And I remember I gave the alert in the Discord. I'm like, 30 is going to drop, is going to go. It's interesting. Actually, these level 2s are a counterintuitive sign. not counterintuitive. What I'm trying to say is when you see a big wall, okay, it's going to get taken out. The big players don't show their hands, right? If you actually like the real walls are hidden and the real supports are kind of hidden when you're looking at level 2. But when you see a big number there, that's the final wall, man. That's like, and that's going to take it out. And it also attracts buyers. It's like, I get to buy right. This guy, I get to buy 13,000 shares at 350. That's a lot better than, buying at market. Let me take this guy out. So I see those signs. I saw it on that day on Palantir when I'm like, this thing's about to blow, and it did. And I think TSSI is about to blow here. Actually, let me see if I have any day trading money left. Or maybe I have to be honest with you. Do I have a large enough position in my it's tough because this is one of those things that's like, yeah, I got like a 10% position, but I have like 99.9% confidence this thing's going at $4 or $5 like within a few days. So I tell myself, okay, why not go 20%, 30%? If I was younger or if I had a smaller pot of money to play with, I probably would. But, you have $1.5 million in a retirement account. It seems like maybe not responsible to do that, but I'm like, it's going, man. It's going. It's like I could justify being 20, 30% of my portfolio in TSSI at 350. I could, but it's hard. I don't know. Trying to stay disciplined. All right. What else do we got going on? RCAT given a pullback and a potential buy opportunity. We got an open trade card out on RCAT. I have a big enough position, but if it drops low enough, we have some support at 249, 250, next support at 225. So if you're not in that yet, this is a lottery ticket. This thing could be a 5-bagger in a few months if they get the contract. They're waiting for a contract with the U.S. military, U.S. Army, specifically late September. They may get some NATO contracts soon, and then some larger military contracts after that. This is a potential 5, 10, 15-bagger if those contracts come through. So something to look at there. All right, let's. Oh, is Coors up again? Coors. I just saw Coors. Where'd it go?
Yeah, it is.
Call option. Okay.
Yeah, nice.
All right, cool. I have a bunch of call options on Coors. Beautiful. It's a little inflection. Let me just throw that up. Let's look at how's Bitcoin doing. Bitcoin's positive with everything else down. Gold is up 1%. I haven't checked the news today. Are there any worries about Iran again? Are people talking about that today? Have you seen anything?
I haven't seen anything yet. No.
Okay.
Check.
Anyway, that's one of the reasons I'm keeping Zim into earnings. We got multiple tailwinds, good earnings coming up Monday morning, plus potential for the Houthis to go wild if things escalate in the Middle East.
Oh wait, here I just got this. 9 minutes ago, Israel F-15s and F-35s conduct aerial fueling drill yesterday while simulating long-range operations.
Okay, that sounds standard.
Yeah.
The aerial refueling, though, significant to know, is because if they want to strike Iran's nuclear reactors directly from Israel, they need to refuel. So that's what that's about. Yeah.
Man, the video's going to drop right here.
ASTS is really dropping. Is the market tanking?
Yeah, the market's tanking hard right now.
Oh, beautiful. I mean, that's what I love about what we do is because like the catalysts that we look at are like impervious to the market. They're very company-specific catalysts or very specific themes like MonkeyPox, which doesn't really care what the market does. Okay, so we're still sitting pretty here. Rocket Labs, I totally got out of that, but TSSI doesn't really care about the market because this thing needs to re-rate by like 100%. So the market pulling back, RCAT is looking great. I guess I'm all out EBS. This TNXP is a piece of shit. Maybe I should finally take my losses on that. Oh no, it didn't hit I had a limit order at 59 cents, at 55 cents, and now it's 45. That's the only piece of crap I'm in right now. TNXP. My only 2 trade positions left are TSSI and a little bit of TNXP garbage. Let's see what else we got going on. I got to be honest with you. I don't think Rocket Labs is over. I don't think it is. Even with ASTS down 10%, it's that move in ASTS. Oh, by the way, maybe I'm not going to lose my ASTS shares. Hold on. What? Let me see what I did with those covered calls. ASTS covered. Oh, I sold those early, man. $24 covered calls at $1.34. So $25.35 my effective exit. And the thing went to $36.80. And you know the craziest thing about it, Rhett? I put this in the Discord. I'm buying ASTS for the first time ever tonight. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
I bought ASTS for the first time ever in after hours, after earnings at like $20 or something. And then right before this crazy move, but I sold it effective price of, what was it? $25.34. I'm like, okay, I made like 20%. But look at that. Catch these crazy re-ratings right before they happen. And that's because of our deep belief in market efficiency. And fundamental investors hate me because of this, especially microcap investors. Like, Ben, you don't understand. The market's inefficient. That's why my crappy microcap stock is undervalued so much. It's because the market's efficient. People are stupid. They never heard of this stock. They don't get it. I'm like, no, boy. Market's efficient. Your little microcap stock is quote unquote undervalued because of other issues and sentiment issues and skeletons in the closet, and you refuse to respect other market participants. See, I respect other market participants, so I believe in market efficiency. You have a delta of information, you have a delta in price. Interpret that delta of information correctly, and you get moves like this, where the first time ever I'm buying ASTS is right before a massive short squeeze. Okay, look at cores. TSSI gonna blow through this 350 soon. What else is interesting? I gotta tell you, Rocket
what's interesting right now is APP.
Yeah, except the only problem with that, right? I don't know APP. I've heard of it, but I've never researched it. I don't know the fundamentals, and I only trade stocks for which I know the fundamentals of. But it is looks like a beautiful chart. I've heard good things about it fundamentally. Rhett, what's your view on APP right now?
I was just looking at it. Nice little spike up. Looks like it broke above this like little.
Yeah, wow, something's happening.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some news, I don't know. But look, I'm still stuck, even though I'm like, I just have a small long-term tranche I'm keeping. But I'm still thinking Rocket Lab's in play. I just think the short squeeze, it was too big of a MOAS yesterday to be one and done. It was a type of thing that's going to have sentiment legs and is going to drive people towards Rocket Labs even through a market downturn. I don't think it's going to be this quick. Anyway, I say that with a very small position. I have 1,000 shares long term at this point, no longer any day trade shares, but are there any options I can get? Let's see, like moonshot options, maybe a couple weeks out. Let's see, like 8, 9, 8 was my upper target for now. Maybe 80 cents going to August 30th. I'm not going to push it. Cores is looking good. Zim ER, we're swinging that. Don't be surprised to see an end of day pop in Zim. You got 2 catalysts over the weekend, potential war always. And there's more geopolitical risks on Friday. A lot of times I talk about this a lot. On Friday afternoons, you very often see a spike, especially when things are going on in the world, which they are. You very often will see a spike in stocks like, in this case, is gold, Zim, as people position for 2 days of risks. That's why people are willing to pile into these stocks late in a Friday afternoon. And that's an exit opportunity, right? So if you like, let me see how gold is doing. But like, I'm not hearing a lot about Iran now. But if there was a lot of news and talk about Iran, Israel, like the thing to do is to get into gold on a Thursday afternoon or Friday morning and then sell Friday afternoon. I can't tell you how many times that has worked out. It's like clockwork because it's a 2 days of risk over the weekend. So people are willing to buy that insurance. And gold and Zim, like at least for war, is their insurance over 2 days of risk. Okay. Oh man, I gotta take a loss on this shit. Jesus, I'm sorry. It's like I'm green on every single trade today, except for TNXP, and I'm green for the day nicely. How are the markets doing? With QQQ down 0.2%, IWM a little bit flat, SPY only down 0.15%, so not a disaster, but I think we've done much better with our pick. Here's a nice green candle in Rocket Labs. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to... How much money do I have left? A lot. I can only buy... No, I can actually go over my limit if I make sure to hold on. Okay. So I'm going to buy Rocket Lab common shares to hold into Monday. That's what I'm doing. I'm done. I just bought it. I'm not going to trade. I don't have to stress out. I'm just going to hold a tranche of Rocket Lab in our $8 target. The tricky part comes if it hits $8 tonight, and this is why I get into trouble. You're like, Ben, you did too much intraday trading with more than your intraday buying power, and now we have to shut down your account for 3 months. Hate those assholes. All right. Talking about Fidelity. All right. So TSSI and Rocket Labs still top 2 picks of the day, I gotta say. And now at these prices, I think these are the 2 that are most likely to still explode for the rest of the afternoon. The ones we talked about this morning. So no longer interested in EBS. Zim, let's say that's the third, maybe end of the day move on Zim, but I'm holding that into earnings. And Dell and MU, I'm just holding long term, not trading these. We made Dell a top pick. It's up. Is it like a number 5 pick or so? But I'm not trading that. What was our 5th pick? We had 5. Missing something.
EBS? It's not.
Yeah. That met our targets were out. Look at Rocket Labs, baby. Let me just double check this account here. TSSI. How is Hawaiian Electric doing? I have a couple call options left in that. It's steady, but it hasn't. I was wrong about an immediate re-rating back to 1550. That didn't work out. Hawaiian Electric taking some time to consolidate. Maybe we have to wait for the next step in the legal process. Look at these inside candles, though. Inside candle, inside candle, inside candle. That's leading its way towards a breakout. Maybe when the catalyst comes that deal that the judge approved, I think now has to be approved by both parties. And when it is, that's maybe when you get the re-rating to 1550. Okay, let's see now.
Tell you what, today was an amazing day, though.
Yeah, how did you do so far, personally?
I mean, I only took, for the most part, it was only Rocket Lab today that I mainly traded, so.
Up 400%, right?
Yeah, I sold the last remaining of them for that. I think it was average around like upper 290s, around 300%.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
all right.
Beautiful day today if they would have caught that
awesome
wave with us.
Well, we're just getting ready to close it up here. If you were with us last night, this morning, Intercommunity, our top 2 picks of the day were EBS and Rocket Labs. EBS up 22% now, hitting our $10.28 target from our entry yesterday afternoon around 860. That was crazy. Rocket Labs hitting our 2 targets out of 3. I think it was like 614, 660 second target. Then the third target zone, our ultimate target zone, $7.29 to $8, didn't get yet into that ultimate target zone. Rhett making great money on that. I made some decent money on Rocket Labs. Didn't have a huge position. I should have, but now I'm holding some common shares into next week. Those were our top 2 picks of the day. Doing great. TSSI, my largest swing position right now, massive swing position. I'm still in some common shares as a day trade right here. I'm looking for 350 to break and make a move towards 362. And then we have Zim holding this into earnings. Maybe get a little ER anticipation run at the end of the day, but that's not really looking like a lot of liquidity and good for like a day trade at this point if you're in it. If you're in it for a day trade, I would say forget about it, bail on it. If you want to play it for earnings like I am, go for it. Okay, and then Dell doing okay here, rounding out the top 5. Now, if you want to be part of our community, we do this every single morning from 9 a.m. to about 9:15, 9:20 a.m., sometimes right up until the open, 9:30 a.m. We have a pre-market prep, then we have a Discord. Let me just show people the Discord real quick here. All right, we got lots of crazy information here in the Discords. We have different contributors. We got the Godfather with his own channel here, Godfather Due Diligence. We have our 4-pillar pick ideas here. You can see this morning, Rocket Labs and EBS. Reminded people of our Zim 4-pillar pick idea. Oh, wait, why didn't that link properly? I got to fix that. Anyway, there's a Zim card up there somewhere. Then we got charts by Vince, my buddy Vince. He does this on his free time for everyone. Great analyst. And then here's our trading lounge. I wasn't in here. What are people saying? 20 new messages. Let's see. Took some profits on EBS, Rocket Labs. Nice job. Sold some cores. I mean, the Godfather is a king in trading cores. Unbelievable. And then ASTS added. Oops. I hope he did okay with that. Is ASTS back? And Rocket Lab news that Ross posted. All right.
48.
Oh, beautiful. ASTS. Okay. So anyway, look at this. I'm telling you, Rocket Lab is poised to get to our 8 target. If you want to be part of our community, head on over to storytrading.com/Discord. We got that special promo code Market Win. Is that right, Rhett?
Yep.
Market Win.
Market Win. All together.
Market Win. This is a special treat you're getting today. We don't do this often. And if you liked what we did here, join us. And we're relatively new on Discord. We just started the Discord 2 months ago. I mean, I've been doing this for 20 years, but we just started the Discord 2 months ago. So we're looking for people to stand out, become a high-value contributor, and then you can earn a free subscription. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much for your time, Rhett. Today was freaking awesome.
Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy the weekend.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
It's not easy to understand why stocks go up and down, but even in volatile markets, there's always a discoverable and logical reason behind price action. Story Trading is a social investing community of investors who share information to uncover the hidden stories behind the trade through the 4 pillars of fundamentals, catalyst, sentiment, and technicals. All price action can be understood through the lens of these pillars, allowing for a holistic view that empowers better decision-making. Only by understanding markets can you beat them. Join our community today and start making sense of markets.